um, this is my first day of, well, it was supposed to be yesterday, but this is my first day of recording myself reading every chapter of the Bible one at a time until my 18th birthday. So we're gonna start at Genesis, obviously, but the reason why I want to do this is because I haven't been taking my faith seriously. Well, I haven't taken my faith seriously until like a good 6 or 8 months ago. I'm not sure, but I want to grow my faith, and reading the Bible helps me understand who God truly is and how His love for me, and how He created me, how all of the things that the Bible teaches. It helps me gain a better understanding on how God is, and this is gonna take a long time, but I'm not here to finish it quickly. I'm here to truly soak in every chapter, and hopefully I'm able to help one of you guys out. And in this video, I'm gonna be reading Genesis 1 to Genesis 2, because I was supposed to start it yesterday, but I forgot. So already off to a bad start, but I mean, I'm gonna continue to post these videos as every day if I can. And if I miss a day or 3 or 5, I'm gonna read all of the 6 chapters, or 3 chapters, 2 chapters, 1 chapter, however many chapters I missed. And I'm hoping to look back on this and show myself that I did it, and it's gonna be a cool journey. So we're gonna start. It's pretty crazy, man. The Holy Bible, Old Testament, Genesis. We're on New King James Version, by the way. So, well, I've already started on Genesis, but I haven't really been reading it a lot. So, let me adjust my foot. Alright, you can see me now. I'm gonna try to read this clearly and as loud as I can, because, don't want to wake up the mom and dad. Alright, they have a little summarization up here about what Genesis is, or like, it was made by Moses, and it was written by Moses. I'm gonna read it out. The first part of Genesis focuses on the beginning and spread of sin in the world, and culminates in the devastating flood in the days of Noah. The second part of the book focuses on God's dealing with one man, Abraham, through whom God promises to bring salvation and blessing to the world. Abraham and his descendants learned firsthand that it is always safe to trust the Lord in times of famine and feasting. Blessing and bondage. From Abraham to Isaac to Jacob to Joseph, God's promises began to come to fruition in a great nation possessing a great land. Genesis is a Greek word meaning origin, source, generation, or beginning. The original Hebrew title, Bereshith, means in the beginning. The literary structure of Genesis is clear and is built around 11 separate units, each including the word generations in the phrase. These are the generations, or the book of the generations. Introduction to the genealogies: heaven and earth, Adam, Noah, sons of Noah, Shem, Terah, Ishmael, Isaac, Esau, and Jacob. Alright, okay. First chapter, and they're truly like soak this in, It's crazy. I never thought I'd see myself doing this, because I was never one that was big about my faith. And I want to help my friends out and my family out, possibly. I want to help everybody out, because everybody deserves to see the glory of God. So, let's get into it, man. First chapter. Oh, let me make sure I don't strain my back. Alright. Genesis 1. The history of creation. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day. Then God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the water from the waters." Then God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day. Then God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the day and earth. And the gathering together of the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth." And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, the herb that yields seeds according to its kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. So the evening and the morning were the third day. Then God said, "Let there be light in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be the signs and seasons and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light on earth." And it was so. Then God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. God set them in the firmament of the heavens to give light on the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. So the evening and the morning were the fourth day. Then God said, "Let the waters abound with an abundance of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the face of the firmament of the heavens." So God created great sea creatures, and every living thing that moves, with which the waters abounded, according to their kind, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. "Be truthful and multiply, and fill the waters to the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." So the evening and the morning were the fifth day. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth the living creature according to its kind, cattle and creeping things and beasts of the earth, each according to its kind." And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to its kind, cattle according to its kind, and everything that creeps on the earth according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him, male and female. He created them. Then God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over fish in the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." And God said, "See, I have given you every herb that yields seed which is on the face of all the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed. To you it shall be for food. Also, to every beast of the earth, to every bird of the air, and to everything that creeps on the earth, in which there is life, I have given every green herb for food." And it was so. Then God saw everything that he made, and indeed it was very good. So the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Wow. Oh, my days. It's a lot. These are usually bigger than the chapters that I read. Actually, are they? No, they're just super packed with words. So I mean that's pretty understandable. All right, chapter 2. Chapter 2 is a bit shorter. All right. Okay. Can you see my? Oh no, I don't think you can. Genesis 2. Thus the heavens and the earth and all the hosts of them were finished. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which God had created and made. This is the history of the heavens and the earth when they were created, and the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, before any plant of the field was in the earth, and before any herb of the field had grown. For the Lord God had not caused it to rain on the earth, and there was no man to till the ground. But a mist went up from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being. Life in God's garden. The Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And out of the ground the Lord made every tree grow that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life was also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Now a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it parted and became in 4 riverheads. The name of the first is Pishon or Pishon. It is the one which skirts the whole land of Havilah when there is gold, and the gold of that land is good. Bdellium and the onyx stone are there. The name of the second river, Migdol, is the one which goes around the whole land of Cush. The name of the third river is Hiddekel. It is one which goes toward the east of Assyria. The fourth river is the Euphrates. Then the Lord God took the man and put him in the garden of Eden to tend and keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, Of every tree of the garden you may freely eat, but the tree of knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat it you shall surely die. And the Lord God said, It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helper comparable to him. Out of the ground of the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every bird of the air, and brought them to Adam to see what he would call them. And whatever Adam called each living creature, that was its name. So Adam gave names to all cattle of the beasts of the air and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was no found a helper comparable to him. And the Lord God created a deep sleep to fall on Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh in its place. Then the rib which the Lord God had taken from the man he made into a woman, and he brought her to the man. And Adam said, This is now bone of my bones. Pardon me. And flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, but because she was taken out of man. Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. So brief rundown for those who are confused. What's going on in these two passages is it's explaining the events of how Earth came to be, and it's going to lead up to the origin of sin and the events leading down to it. So let's talk about Adam and Eve here. And alright, let me repeat what it said. It's this is the thing I wanted to point out too. It says, and they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. This verse really highlights the purity that these people had before, well, the deception occurred between Eve. It shows that, well, they weren't ashamed to be naked because it's not in their nature to realize that they're naked, you know, that they're like, how do I put it? That they're guilty or anything. Like, it's just how humans are, and they lived with God and thought, and there is no sin in this point, so they were living perfectly. And what happened? Well, and actually, no, let me not get into that because that's for later. But that's like the rundown of these passages and whatnot. And it's talking about the Garden of Eden and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So we'll get back on that later. This is gonna be a long journey. If you see every single one of these pages, we're gonna read all of that in about 3 years. In 3 months, we're gonna finish. It's about the journey, not the destination. Alright. Well, let's see if some of my friends see this video, or if maybe I go like famous overnight. No, but yeah, this was a good day. I'm gonna continue to read, and I want to tell you guys that no matter what's going on, boy, girl, freaking 50-year-old man, 7-year-old, no matter who you are, it's never too late to turn to Christ. And that, I don't know who could be watching this video. There could be a raging atheist, someone who's irreligious, someone who's a Muslim, someone who's a Sikhist or whatever. I actually don't know what to call it. I'm kind of dumb. Someone who's a Buddhist, someone who's a Mormon, anybody. Like, it's not too late to come to Christ and follow Christianity. And my belief is that I need to spread the gospel and to tell everybody about the good deeds of God. And that's what I'm gonna do with this super long series. Hopefully this helps some of you guys out, and God bless all of you. Thank you for watching. If you stayed, if you watched, let me just be quiet. But yeah, this is the start of something new for me, something new for maybe another person. Maybe this video won't be looked at until like, I don't know, like whenever I'm about to finish. Doesn't matter. It's something for me. So yeah. Thank you for tuning in. And God's right by your side. Stay faithful.